there were very few buses. I think there were only two going from Gong to Nairobi. So he was always in that one bus. And I boarded the same bus at Dagoretti. And I would find him there every day. And we got into town, he would offer me a cup of coffee. Then we would go and take a coffee before we go to the office. So we became friends from there. That was in 1968. So we courted later on. So we got married in 1970.
The first time he offered you coffee, did you just say sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he bother you on the bus? Or he...
No.
No.
But sometimes he would pay the bus for me. That's how we met.
You seem to be laughing. What's your version? Is your version a little different?
First love is just like Isaac and Rebecca. You know, Isaac and Rebecca never knew each other. That's exactly how we came to know each other. We were not introduced by anybody. It's just by coincidence that we were using the same bus, and by coincidence we had to share the same what do you call it? Next seat, and I had to pay for her the fare. We continued like that, and I had to make in the morning was difficult for us to be together because she was leaving early. But in the evening, I knew the time that she was leaving the office. So I had to wait until I see the bus that she's getting to go.
So you were watching all the buses?
All the buses. And we had a small, little conversation. We had how many parents do you have? Your parents living? How many sisters do you have? We continue like that. In the morning, we had to share a cup of tea. Not a mandazi. A mandazi by that time it was costing about 10 cents.
Yeah, time out. The trees are windy. It's too much sound, too much wind. It's going to be tough to pick up. You just hit pause, huh?
Yeah.
Just wait until
And what?
We're waiting for the. There's so much wind. It's hard to pick.
A mandazi by that time was costing 10 cents. A cup of tea, 10 cents. And we used to go to a hotel known Azad, which was the cheapest because I could not afford something expensive. And there we continued. But something something that I can remember. Friends were interfering with our friendship. Either some friends were trying to discourage her, not to be friendly to me, with ill motive. But I used to tell my friends, look, this is Macharia. I was not introduced to her by anybody. I didn't want anybody to get in between me and her. We shall continue the way we are. And we went like that until the time that I declare that we have to be a husband and a wife. And since that time, since 1970, we had been like that. We have never allowed anybody to come between us. Not even our children. Even our children have gone to the extent of saying Mama Siri and Baba Siri. That means people who are very who keep their secrets. We had been keeping our secret even when we are having problem with one of our children. We never talked to it. We didn't let anyone, the other one know. So they nicknamed us Baba Siri na Mama Siri. Even now, for example, even when we have a problem, you only tell the God, and we discuss among ourselves. We don't even go to the extent of telling our brothers and sisters. We only tell God. We only put our everything into the heart of God, like Abraham. Abraham was told, leave your country, and he went to unknown. That's how we have been living. And we are very happy. With the few challenges, we have overcome. We live by miracle. Miracles, we read the Bible, and this has actually given us a lot of willpower to above all the challenges. And you like something?
Now I want to ask, how many buses?
Let me tell you. Even when my wife, my dear wife, she was in America. She never felt comfortable there. She kept on saying, "I want to go to see my John. I'm John." She could never let our sons and daughters rest until, because they told her, "Okay, you go home." Even my daughter was ringing me, telling me, "Come, because mom cannot recover." She gets so worried about me. And I was surprised when she came here in Kenya. Came back. That was November 7th, 2007. When she came here, she laughed and said, "John, is this my home?" For the first time, because she could not talk, she never laughed. But when she came here, she started smiling. That's great. Can you continue from there? Why did you smile? Why did you say, "Is this my home?"
When my daughter, when I was very sick, she was telling me, you are asking, where is John? When I could not even know what I was talking about. When I'm sleeping, where is John? Tell John to come. I used to miss him so much.
She was telling me that, I didn't know that I'll come back to Kenya. I thought I'll come in a cargo. But when I said, but when I saw you and my house, I felt as if God has come. And I laughed at her. I said, "Okay, thank you." The indication how dear I am to her and how dear I am to her. We believe in reading, the teaching in the Bible, stories in the Bible, and these are it gives us a lot of willpower to live, and we don't give up till death. Like here, we don't feel lonely. Why? Because we put our trust to the living God. Let me tell you. I didn't tell you my previous story. I mean my previous story. And I used to neglect even my home. But one day, when I was in a drinking, I was thoroughly beaten by my friends. And they went to an extent of breaking my arm. And I was in the hospital. When I came out from the hospital, I said no more drinking, nothing. So it was a big lesson. So on that process, I accepted Jesus as my personal savior on 23rd June